I greet you all in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. You are watching a verse a day with me, Peter Muna. And today the verse of the day comes from the book of Psalm 14 verse 2, and it reads, "The Lord looks down from heaven on the children of man to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God." Oh, people of God. Again today, as we begin our day, it is my prayer that we begin with this understanding that God looks down from heaven on the children of men. So God's eyes are on me, God's eyes are on you today. And it says to see if there are any who understand, who seek after God. So God looks at Muna the whole day to see if I seek God. He looks at you, my brother, my sister, the whole day. He looked at us yesterday, the day before. He looks at us today to see if we seek Him. But He says, number one, He looks if we have understanding. Only a man of understanding will seek God. And in fact, it goes ahead to say they have all turned aside. Together they have become corrupt. When people do not seek God, eventually they become corrupt. If I want to remain pure, if I want to remain without blemish, I must seek God. But again, it says that He looks to see if there is any who understands and seeks God. Do I have the understanding? And therefore, as we begin our day, I want to bring two things to your attention. I want us to understand two things so that we can even seek our God. And the first thing is something that Paul said in Acts 17. I will just read speedily because of time. Acts 17 verse 24. Listen to what Paul said. I'll read through from verse 24 to verse 28. It says, "And God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is He served by human hands as though He needed anything, since He Himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything." Verse 26, "And He made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined allotted periods and the boundaries of their dwelling places, that they should seek God and perhaps feel their way towards Him and find Him. Yet He is actually not far from each one of us, for in Him we live and move and have our being." Look at that. Paul said that God, who is the Lord over heaven and earth, created men from one man. And He is the one who has allocated our boundaries. So I was born in Kenya, you are born in wherever you are, wherever nation you are, that boundary where we were born, it is God who allocated. And even the times, I am of this age and my great grandparents were born on their age. It is God who allocates when we are born and where. And Paul continues to say that God did all this so that human beings can fear after Him, can seek Him. So we were born, we were created. I am alive as a human being, located in Kenya, you are located where you are, so that we can seek God. Do we know that, my brother, my sister? That God created man that we may feel after Him, we may seek Him and find Him. And He says, oh, God is not far from us, because in Him we live, in Him we move and have our being. Don't you think this being that sustains us, that created us, is worth our seeking Him? And as Paul, Psalms have said, that when people do not seek God, they become corrupt. Therefore, my brother, my sister, as we begin this day, I want us to start this day with this understanding that God who created us wants us to seek Him, wants us to feel after Him, that we may find Him. You know, yesterday I was speaking with my son, and he was asking me some questions, and they really touched my heart. He was asking me, Dad, I have come to realize, people of God, that God loved me so much, and he has given me himself. Now he wants me to seek him. And I was just listening to him, and now he was asking me, Dad, how can I seek God? Because I want God. And it really touched my heart to hear my son say that he wants to seek God. He wants God, acknowledging that God sought him first. Oh, look at that. And then another thing I want us to see, another understanding I want us to have, if we are going to see God, is in Job chapter 8. Look at what Job said in chapter 8. Job chapter 8 from verse 8, he says to us, look at this understanding. I have read to you the understanding Paul had concerning God. Now I want us to hear the understanding that Bildad had in Job chapter 8. It says from verse 8, inquire, please, and he even says, please inquire of the old generation and consider what the fathers have searched out. For we are but of yesterday and know nothing, for our days on earth are a shadow. Will they not teach you and tell you and utter words out of their understanding? And that is why I like reading the Old Testament, because it was written by our fathers. The golden age, these people had an understanding, and when I read what they wrote, I receive the same understanding, and it can make me wise for life even now. So he continues to say, verse 11, and now he asks some questions. He says, can cypress grow where there is no marsh? Never. That's the answer. Can reeds flourish where there is no water? Never. If you can't plant a reed just anywhere, it needs a marsh and a place where there is water. Then he says, while yet in flower and not cut down, they wither before any other plant. If a reed is not planted in water, it will not flourish, it will wither away. And then he says, verse 13, such are the paths of all who forget God, the hope of the godless shall perish. Anasema, you inquire from the golden age, the old generation, they will give you an understanding, and you will come to understand that anyone who forgets God is like a reed that is planted away from water. It withers. I'm telling you, many people today have withered just because they have forgotten God. And many today are those who have forgotten God. Let that not be us. Let that not be me. Let that not be you, my brother, my sister. As we begin this day, do we have the understanding to understand that we were born? We exist at a time such as this. I am alive so that I can seek God. Oh, may it never be written, whether in books on earth or in books in heaven, that Muna forgot God. God bless you, and may you have a blessed day. Shalom, shalom.